All right, everybody. Good morning. Good morning on this wonderful Wednesday morning. Welcome to Family Morning Transformation with yours truly, DMP Speaks. If this is your first time on this morning session, on this morning show, welcome, welcome, and welcome again. How are you? And how is your family? How is your teen, young adult, and your adult child? I care about your family. I want to see your family win. I want to see your family win in relationships with each other, not just finances. That's great. I'm talking about you and your team being better, laughing, sharing memories. That's what it's all about. And that's why I believe every family deserves transformation. So, with that, welcome again. Welcome to the show, Family Morning Transformation. My name is David M. Pinkston, but I go by the name, of course, of DMP Speaks. I'm an empowerment speaker. I'm a board certified Christian counselor, and a family coach. I come to make your family not just better, but better together, because I want to give you the tools to build and rebuild a great family dynamic. So welcome everybody. Welcome. And I do these Monday through Friday at 7:30 a.m. So let me also say this. I had a personal issue I had to take care of yesterday, so I was not able to do my 7:30 p.m. live, but I will be live tonight. Again, I'm doing a 30-day challenge to give you inspiration for your family, but I'm also a life coach. So I'm giving you inspiration, and not just inspiration, I'm giving you content to help you in your area of self-esteem and things like that. But this particular show is geared to your family. So, guys, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to share this live with someone. If you don't get to catch the live, please put in share and to replay. Share this with somebody to replay so you can watch it, so that you can share it with someone, because we got to get this word out. I believe every family deserves transformation. So welcome again. The topic today is why does your team verbally, not just emotionally, but verbally shut down? Now, let's think about that question. Why do our teens, young adults, even our adult children, why do they shut down? Why? Why do they stop talking? I had to really think about this before I did this topic. And I started thinking, why does my team, your team, why do they shut down verbally? Why do they stop talking? Why do they stop sharing? Because talking is sharing. When you are talking to another individual, another human being, you're sharing your thoughts. You are sharing a part of you. And a lot of times teens, they're growing, they're developing. And not only are they growing and developing, they're thinking, they're trying to figure things out. And when they don't have a lot of support, or much support, or a little bit of support, or they feel ostracized, or they might feel isolated, or they don't feel heard, or don't feel seen, they shut down. And no, and not only are they shutting down emotionally, they're shutting down physically, because they don't want to be around other people. They don't want to be around their other family members. But most of all, they shut down verbally. So that area of being able to share a part of them is not being shared to you as a parent or guardian. So it separates you and your teen or young adult, or even your adult child, from really getting to know one another. I don't care how long you've been in the home. You might know your child inside and out, but there are some things that they have not shared that you do not know. Let's just keep it real. Let's keep it a buck, as my niece tells me. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. There are things that you don't know about your child because he or she has not shared it. And one of the reasons why they haven't shared it, because they're not comfortable talking to you. Ask me how I know. See, here's the thing. I'm never going to come on this show, my show, and as they say, fake the funk. There's no time to fake the funk. There are a lot of families and relationships that are failing because people get on these type of shows, or they get on YouTube, they get on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and they are fake. Or they just give you some 1, 2, 3 method and they go. No, I'm here to have some patience and to work with your family so that your family not only can be better for a moment, but can be better for the rest of your life, because you are building on something foundational. A lot of children, a lot of teens don't feel heard. They're misunderstood. And I'm not saying all teens listen like they're supposed to, or obedient or respectful. A lot of them are disrespectful. They don't know how to talk to their parents. They say whatever comes to their mouth, right? But a lot of them that do that or don't say anything, because that's what we're talking about today, that don't verbally talk, they verbally shut down. There is a reason why, because they don't feel like you understand them, that you don't give them a voice. In order to really hear your teen or young adult speak, you got to let them speak. How will you know what's really going on up here and in their heart and their soul too? If you keep cutting them off, neglecting how they feel, not owning up to something that you have done and you know that you were wrong, but because you're the parent, you don't want to admit. Yes, children definitely need to admit and apologize. But we as parents, we should be in a place of have a practice to apologize. Because when a child, let me say it again, when a child, teen or young adult, when your child stops talking, you lose access to that sharing portion of them. You miss that part of them that is hard to really get back. But you have to make some time to listen. You got to make some time to really hear them out, to reflect. So we have personal reflection, but a lot of times we need some family reflection with our teen and young adult, even our adult child. Some of our relationships with our adult children that live outside the home is not great. Every time you guys get together, it could be something small of Sunday dinner or whatever, you're arguing. You can't even get along. I'm going to go deep in depth because I'm going to be doing a webinar on the 26th at the end of this month. And I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but it's going to be great. How to really, I can't even give it to you right now. I can't even give it to you. You just got to go. And I'm going to give you some information that's going to be coming soon. But today, I just feel a strong pull to start listening to your child. Your child needs you to hear them. Your child needs you to be open to listen, to hear what they have to say. Because if you don't listen, somebody else will. If you don't listen, somebody else will. And a lot of times it could be the wrong person. It could be the wrong crowd. It could be a good friend that they feel like is a good friend, but you know that they're bad business, but they listen. They spend the time. They're around. You have to avail yourself for your teen or young adult. You have to listen. You have to take heed. If you neglect what they say, you feel like it's not a big deal. It's going to be a big deal later because you're going to want them to talk to you, and they're going to be in college, and they're not going to call. They're not going to call you. They're not going to chit chat with you. I've had to make my own adjustments myself as a parent because I wasn't doing what I needed to do to connect with my son like I should have. This is some real stuff. This is not play. We are losing our teens and young adults. We're losing those moments, if we could be honest, that we cannot get back. We have to be connected to them like never before. We are losing our teens to drugs and alcohol. We're losing them some negative things of social media. We're losing them to suicide. We're losing them to so many things. Their minds are gone. Children don't even read like they used to. They're not educating themselves like they used to. There's no urgency for higher education like it used to be. Why? Because they feel like they're the black sheep. They're not heard because you're not listening. They're not heard because they feel like you don't care. We got to change that. I know you don't want to continue your relationship that you're in with your son or daughter the same way. Who wants that? Who, honestly, let's be honest, who really, really wants that? But if you don't do anything about your relationship, it's going to stay the same, or it's going to, I won't even say it's going to stay the same. I changed that. I recant that. It's going to get worse. And I'll say this, we keep going and doing the same thing, the same way, having the same relationship with a teen or young adult, and neglecting those moments, those memories that will always play back in our minds, those good times. You want to have more good times than bad times because time does not stop for no man. And as my father used to say, time waits for no man. That means time keeps going. And if you keep wasting time not rebuilding your relationship with your teen, young adult, or your adult child, you're getting older and so are they. And if you are not together and you're so separate, you're going to miss on something that you wish you had when you get to your 60s, 70s, and 80s. That relationship, that bond, that conversation. Your family is your community. Your family is who you are. And if you lose a part of that, of yourself, then who are you? I'll say this, I'll never want to be in the place that my son or any other children that I have, I even throw my niece in there because that's my niece and my goddaughter. I never want to get to the place that they don't want to talk to me no more. Even when he goes to college, I want to be able to have that conversation with him, to check on him and be proud of him. Transparent moment. My son, he wants to go to the NFL, and I believe that he will. He's a very good football player. But I told him, I said, let me make this very clear, and I told his father this as well. I said, even if you never make it to the NFL, I want you to, I believe, I really do. But I said, even if you don't make it and you do something else, and if somebody asks me, hey, is such and so your son? Guess what? The same smile that you see right now, I'm going to have the same smile because I'm proud of you, whatever that you do. And let me say this as I close. Be proud of your kid, even if you're having trouble out of them right now. Love on them like never before. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Love on your child like never before. Because this, in the area now, a preteen, teen, young adult child, they need that from you. Y'all hear what I'm saying? They need these things from you. They can't find it in the streets. They can't find it at school. They can't find it on social media. Social media is just a certain place. You're going to have a community. That's great. But you need that when things get tough, when things are painful. You know that you can go to someone that cares, whether they're blood or not, but that guardian, that family member, that parent. Show that love. Allow them to speak, even if you don't agree. Talk, have a conversation, not a one-way conversation, a two-way conversation, so that they can know, oh man, they're really listening to me. Man, I messed up, but they didn't dog me. They didn't pull me down. Oh, they must really do care. They're making adjustments. You got to be able to do that. And let me say this to you. I want to help your family make those adjustments. I want to help your son or daughter, your adult child, make those changes. I want to bring your family back together because I believe every family deserves transformation. I have this program called Family Transformation Program that's going to reunify your whole family. I'll guarantee it. I mean 100%, but it takes time. It takes time to rebuild. Rome wasn't built in a day. And if Rome wasn't built in a day, your family is not going to be built in a day. It's going to take time. But are you ready? Are you ready for change? Are you ready to bring your family back together for 2024? And if you are, I want you to go to my social media pages. I want you to sign up, or you can sign up through DMP Speaks LLC at gmail.com. Again, everybody, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. I kind of went over my time, but I needed to make this point. Why do your kids verbally shut down? Because you got to start listening and really start hearing. And it's even the things that they're not saying, you got to be able to pay attention to and be present. I love you guys. Catch me tonight at 7:30 a.m. for more content, inspiration, motivation, but to change your life for the better. I'll see you guys tonight at 7:30 p.m. Peace.